how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. Today I'm doing a little first impressions with the third and final palette from the Muse range of Dido Cosmetics palettes. This is the Hera palette. I've already done first impressions with both the Aphrodite and the Athena palette, as well as Instagram videos with both, so I have some looks for you if you want to go check those out. I will be doing an Instagram video with this as well, so stay tuned for that. Dido Cosmetics was super kind and did send me all of these palettes. I guess it's probably been 3 or 4 weeks now at this point. This is what the inside of the Hera looks like. It's really, really pretty. I'm still conflicted on if I like the color story of this one or the Athena better. I think I'm leaning towards the Athena, but I love how bold and bright this is, and I just love the look of primary colors next to each other. It's so cute. Just like the other two palettes, we have a mixture of different textures. We have a pressed glitter, which I don't love. I wish that wasn't there. Brands, please stop doing that to me. There's mattes, there's shimmers, there's like kind of sequensy shadows, which are mattes that kind of have shimmer pressed into them. That's another formula I wish would just not be a thing. It's not my personal favorite, but it's okay. I just like to pretend that they're mattes because the sparkle usually dusts off anyways. We have a fun little range of colors here to play with. Obviously I focused on the blues today. I'll probably focus on those red tones in my Instagram video. I'm excited about this palette. I'm excited about this color story. The Athena palette was pleasant to work with. Overall, the Aphrodite was pleasant to work with. The light purple in that palette's pretty much a dud, but so far I'm having fun with these palettes. I'm happy to be doing this look as well. You guys seem excited about these palettes and watching me play with them, so here we are, finally closing out the trio. This is not a review, just like I said with the other two palettes. This is just a first impression. It's my first and only time playing with this palette. I'll have more thoughts after I've played with it some more, and I will be including all 3 of these palettes in my upcoming new makeup releases PR roundup review. Before we hop into it, my plugs are from Love Kills Boutique, and my earrings are from Spooky Doodle Club on Etsy. And with all that being said, I guess we should just hop in, create this look, and I'll give you my thoughts thus far on this palette. Hi, hello, how is it going? Let's create a look. I'm feeling very inspired by the blues in this palette, incredibly so, and I also really want to play with this shimmer. Probably going to do a half cut crease because you guys know that's my favorite for my eye shape. I guess we're just going to roll with it. I'm excited. I'm leaving for work in about 2 hours and felt like filming today. I'm gonna prime with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I just got this when they sent me the Stone Vibes palette, and I'm actually really liking this eyeshadow primer. I didn't think I'd love it that much just because it doesn't have as much of a tint as I would prefer, but I don't know. I'm really enjoying it so far, so I want to keep playing with it. So I want to start with this light blue down here and just run that through my crease, keeping kind of an elongated shape with that just because that's the look I like. I'm going in with a fluffy brush. This is from Colourpop. It's an E2. And I'm just going to start swirling that in the outer corner. I hope you guys are doing well. What's today? Today is Friday the 4th. I'm excited because I have a long weekend after today. I usually work one weekend day and then have a weekend day off, and then I go to work Monday. But I took the weekend off and Monday off because it's Labor Day weekend and Zane's off, so I was like, you know what, I deserve a long weekend. Just gonna focus on some YouTube stuff, get some extra filming done, all that jazz. Maybe go hunt for more Halloween decor. I've really been enjoying doing that. Look how lovely this blue is. That's so pretty. Really like that shade. It's quite nice. It's blending very smooth. For the most part, I'm having good luck with these Dido Cosmetics palettes. It's just that one light purple in the Aphrodite palette that did me dirty. But just in case you haven't seen them, I did already do YouTube videos and IGTV videos with both the Athena and Aphrodite palette. This is the third of the bunch. And here we are now. I'm gonna work on my Instagram video with this palette as soon as I have time. I'm just really smoking this out down here, giving a lot of extra attention to the outer corner just to really exaggerate this eye. Now that we're kind of at this point, I want to take this shade. It's so pretty. It's almost periwinkle-ish, but a little more blue tone than periwinkle. It's very cute. I'm just going to take a medium-sized blending brush and start packing this in the kind of same regions that I just did, but keeping it a little bit tighter. I'm not going to blend this out quite as far. And I'll use that brush that I just had to help blend this out. Look at that color. Wow, that's beautiful. It's not quite a periwinkle. I don't know what to call it, but I freaking love it. It's beautiful. It's like a slightly bluer version than a periwinkle. It's stunning. I love periwinkle, in case you're new here. Mustard yellows, chartreuses, periwinkles, grungy greens, like give me all of that. I also love like that millennial pink. I know that's so basic, but I just think it's beautiful. I don't think I'll ever get sick of it. I'm just using that previous brush, no additional product, just to help blend and smudge. I feel like everything is working pretty easy and in my favor so far, which is nice to see. I was in a good mood and I didn't want my eyeshadow to tamper with that. Taking a tiny bit more of that almost periwinkle shade just to re-add some more in the crease, just kind of where I see fit after blending. And then I'm just gonna go back through with my previous brush again, no additional product, to blend some more. And as usual, I'm holding the very end of my brush so that I don't have too much pressure. I wanna make sure I have plenty of control of where my shadows are going and blending and things such as that. If I have too much pressure, I feel like sometimes things can get a little out of my control. All right, let's go ahead and add more depth in this. Let's take this shade down here, this beautiful dark navy. Love it. I'm gonna take this very long pencil brush. It's from MOTD Cosmetics. It's the Eye Catching Crease Brush. Really like this brush for things like this because I can really just tuck it in that outer corner and it'll just like help form into that area nicely. I'm really not taking this particular shade all over the place. I'm really keeping this focused in that outer corner. I'm also going to tuck it against that lower lash line to just have a very smoky effect. I'll probably pop in a very dark blue eye pencil as well just to connect everything. I don't think I'll ever get sick of blue eyeshadow. It was like my first favorite thing to ever use and I still just love it so much. Now that that's kind of how I want it, I'm going to take just a teensy bit more of that almost periwinkle and just start lightly blending right along this edge. Again, end of my brush, so I have very light pressure, using very little motions because I don't want this dark blue to go crazy. I really want to keep it concentrated. I just want it to be softer at the edges. I'm just taking my time, again, little motions, lots of patience. Slow and steady when you're working with dark colors like this. And now I'm going to take that first shade on that big fluffy brush. Again, little bit of product, very light pressure. Just gonna start focusing some more on this outer perimeter where that dark blue started to make its debut. Now that I'm kind of in this zone, I think I'm ready to do some cut creasey stuff. I'm gonna be cutting the crease with this beautiful shimmer up here, and I kind of want to have it fade down into the dark shimmer blue. I think that'll be just a nice way to kind of connect it all. I have a flat brush right here to help get really precise, and of course my NYX Glitter Primer, my favorite tool in my collection, I swear. It helps me get really precise when I'm doing cut crease things, but I also use it with every shimmer ever because it helps everything pop. So sorry to those of you who that probably annoys after hearing me say that in every video, but just in case anyone's new, I like to explain why I'm using the glitter primer. I'm just kind of following my natural crease and going just slightly above it, following the shape of my eyeball. And I'm gonna stop it where things are really deepening up out here in this outer corner. All right, gonna take that shimmer now on that exact same brush. I'm just gonna use the sticky side of it. And I'm going to place that in that first third of my lid and then just start following that cut crease to just have a nice little pop right at the cut portion. Just taking my time, just picking up a little product at a time so I don't have too much. I don't want it to go all over the place. I want to keep this in its place without it going too haywire. And the shimmer is so pretty. It's very glitzy. When I do multiple shimmers across the lid, also this is annoying if you've been here many times before, but I like to do things in a diagonal shape just because I like the way it flatters my eye shape. I don't want it to be totally vertical or horizontal, so I like to put more focus on that lower first third and just kind of fade it up into my cut so it can be kind of a diagonal. I am going to drag this about halfway down though. Usually I just keep it on that first third of the diagonal, but I do want this to take up a good chunk of my lid before I fade into that shimmer blue. Kind of like that. It's very regal. I like it. All right, let's take that shimmer blue now. Exact same brush. I'm just going to flip it over to the clean side because no sense in wasting two brushes when you don't have to. And I'm going to press this against my lid and just focus on this bottom portion, fading it into the edge, and then I'll focus in on merging it with that first shimmer I laid down. Look how pretty those colors are next to each other. It's so lovely. Now with a little bit of product on both sides of the brush, I'm just going to kind of flip back and forth between those two shadows and just kind of tap where they merge until it has a nice little flow, and yeah, I'll stop when I'm satisfied with it. I'm loving the way these two colors melt together. That's so pretty. I'm gonna take this just champagne-y shade for my inner corner. Very basic, I know, but it'll make for a lovely inner corner pop. Just swirling it as I do. love my inner corner highlight. Well, that's the look. I think that looks so pretty and just bold. I love it. I'm gonna repeat it on the other eye, throw on my lashes, liner, lips, all that good stuff, and I'll be back when I'm complete. Alright, this is the look complete. I think it's so pretty. I'm excited to wear this to work. It's going to be a nice statement since I'm wearing a mask to cover half of my face. So I'm very pleased with that. This was a pleasant experience. So yeah. The eye pencil I decided to pair with this is called, what are you called? Viz from Milk Makeup. It's just a really nice dark blue. My lashes are Rouge and Rogue's Slayer lashes. And on my lips, I just threw on one of these Luxe lip oils from Colourpop. This one is in the shade Skinny Dip. I'm going to work soon. I was not about to mess around with like crazy lip products today. I just figured something nourishing will do the job. But yeah, this is the look. I really like it. I guess let's just zoom out and I will give you my thoughts thus far on the palette. Alright, hello, we finished. What do you think of this look? What do you think of this palette? I'm very pleased with my look. I had a lot of fun with this palette. I'm excited to film with it for Instagram, and yeah, I had fun. Bottom line. Obviously, I have not played with everything yet. Again, this is not like a thorough review. This is just a first impressions, but I had a good time with everything that I used. I thought the shimmers were pretty. Obviously, the top one is a lot more glitzy. The other one is more of like a shiny sheen, whereas this one's like very glitzy, glimmery. I like the mixture of different textures. Again, I wish there wasn't a pressed glitter in here. I would much more be satisfied with another shimmer. That would have been cool. But the mattes seem to perform good. I'm having a good time so far. I'll play with these reds soon, probably the yellow as well. We'll just have to see. I had fun playing with these three palettes. I would love to know what you guys think now that you've watched me play with all three of them. Are they something you're interested in? Are you gonna pass on them? Did you already pick these up? Have you tried them in the past? I want all of your thoughts. If you made it to the end of this video, leave me a blue emoji. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you're not already, please hop over to my Instagram. It's Beauty and follow me there. I post every single day. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm posting most days here as well. Please make sure you're staying informed with Black Lives Matter. There's a link in my description box that will take you to resources and ways in which you can help. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.